Hi, everybody. It's Kathy from Between Two Mediums. It's just me tonight. I just wanted to hop on here and talk about some things that I've been thinking about and working through in my own mediumship practice. Um, and I'm curious to know if you have ever had this. It has to deal with trust in our job, trust in our own mediumship, and also has to do with the feelings that we can get after we do a reading. Sometimes we feel super pumped up after we do a reading. It's almost like a high because we've had this sitter that has been engaged in our reading and super expressive and lots of and tears and just giving us such verbal feedback that feels really good. But not everybody is going to give us that amount of feedback, that amount of the overly expressive facial features showing their delightment in what you're saying. Not every person um, is going to show that, even if they do feel that. People come very comfortable with expressing themselves, and then some people come very interested in what you're saying, but not giving you a whole lot of feedback with their body language. And sometimes encountering a person, a sitter that doesn't have that kind of feedback, that doesn't feed your ego, which is basically what it is, we can walk away from that reading knowing that we connected, knowing they were taking the evidence, but why do we feel like it just wasn't really as good as it could have been? Or maybe they just didn't enjoy it so much. Maybe that's not really who they wanted to hear from. Um, I find myself sometimes judging, oh, what I thought was a good reading, what the information came through, and they were accepting it, but why do I walk away feeling like I didn't do a good job? And And in thinking about this, I realized that when somebody's, I can't judge my reading based on a personality that is sitting in front of me, a sitter, and their personality. And because people come in all different shapes and sizes and emotional facial features and different ways of expressing themselves. And some are very expressive and some are more plain faced. So my responsibility, my reflection of me trying to feel like, why am I walking away from some readings feeling great and others feeling like I think I did a good job, but not feeling so great, was that um, I'm focusing on the wrong thing. I'm focusing on the sitter's expression rather than the communicator's communication and how they came in to communicate with their loved ones. So I'm talking about readings where people are taking most of the information that I'm getting yeses, I understand. Um, I can get those, but I find that I can still walk away feeling like, well, I don't know if it was a good reading. I guess it was. And it's just something I've been thinking a lot about because I guess it's happened a few times lately. I don't get that like super high after a reading because I guess it was a good reading. But the person didn't give it to me. They didn't demonstrate that this was a good reading other than their yeses, that they could take the information. So just a reminder to me that I have to remind myself that as long as I make space in my head and I clear my mind and I allow spirit to come through, they're going to come through. I know what it feels like to get information. I know what it feels like to deliver, to know when I have information that I need to deliver. And if I do that job, if I can be their voice and I can have the sitter understand who this person that's coming through is and even deliver the message from them, then that's what I need to think about and I hate the word judge myself, but I do. I think we all kind of do judge ourselves in that reading, how good we are or we're not. I just need to trust that I did my job, trust that I did allow something to come through, this as the spirit to come through, this communication to come through for this person. And this person does not need to let me know how the importance or that how this affected them. Some people aren't going to. They're just not built that way. It's not their personalities. It's only my job to give it to them. It's not my job to expect them to feed me, to feed my ego. So I'm curious if other people are struggling with this or have encountered this, and curious as to what your experiences were, what your thoughts were on that. I I know this stuff, but it's hard in practice to remind yourself, wait a minute, I just did a good job. They took the information and I made space for them. Spirit showed up. I gave them the information. I know I did what I was supposed to do. I was of service to the spirit. I was their voice. I need to trust in that and not be so affected by a sitter who maybe isn't so demonstrative with their emotions or with the ability to show what this communication might mean. So just a thought. I'm not sure if I communicated it well. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And Nancy and I will be back with some more recordings on Between Two Mediums. And we have some exciting topics we're going to talk about. In the meantime, check us out. We've been really busy with a lot of events going on more locally, and we're moving into some online events coming open soon. So look forward to hearing from you. But we're all in this together and we want to build a community. So feel free to leave a comment or an experience, and we would love to hear from you. So until then, take care and be well.